China's stealth intrusions this time have been followed by frenzied construction activity across the LOC to fortify its defenses. Xi Jinping has recently also appointed one of his favorite generals to lead PLA forces adding against India. Some are asking whether this is an indication of China readying to wage war against India. How would you
Well,
treat that comment?
yeah. No, I think what you just said is absolutely right. That the current standoff, the current problems which um, have now erupted in the Galwan River Valley, particularly, is due to a change in the status quo made by the Chinese army, the Chinese PLA. And India's position on that is and will have to be that China will have to restore the status quo ante as it existed before this all started, say in mid to end of April 2020. So you're absolutely right. One has to see what has happened on the ground, who has changed the status quo, and then insist on restoration of status quo ante.
Is China preparing for war? The original question that I had asked. You've been the Indian envoy to China very recently. What's the mindset there like?
Look, uh, whether China is preparing for war, and you're not wrong that I do understand how China thinks, but that question should not be aimed or should not be directed at anyone in India. It should be directed at people in China. Only they can answer that question. But what I
True
can
that.
tell you is that India should be fully prepared for any eventuality. And I believe that we are fully prepared for any eventuality. Our armed forces are, at their best. Our armed forces, in fact, have done a very good job so far. As I told you, that on the night of June 15th at Galwan, not only did scores of Indian soldiers die, but also scores of Chinese soldiers. So I think I'll leave that question there. But I know that India as a country is prepared for any eventuality.
Our policy till now with regard to China has been okay, leave trade out of it. Whatever we are negotiating at one level, the border disputes, the line of actual control, so many question marks over it. And China really has always been interested in keeping the LAC issue alive as far as India is concerned. They've never really come to the negotiating table on that. However, our policy with regard to China from the longest time that we can remember is trade is separate and the other issues are separate. Do you think this incident changes that?
You're absolutely right. Ever since December 1988, when the then Prime Minister of India, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, visited China, the template in which India China relations have been conducted is that while we will continue to discuss the boundary issue between us, and while we will maintain peace and tranquility on the border between us, on the other hand, the rest of the relationship, whether it is the economic relationship, trade, as you mentioned, whether it is the educational, cultural part of the relationship, whether it is the people to people part of the relationship, like tourism between the two countries, like Hindi movies being sold in China, all that was allowed to go ahead. I think India will have to reassess this, and I do hope that there is a um, wide spectrum of views across India, which is taken into account for this reassessment. And I think it cannot be business as usual. In point of fact, I would like to recommend to the government of India, and it is for them to decide that one of the things India must do immediately in the next week or 10 days or 15 days is to announce that no Chinese firm will be allowed to participate in India's 5G trials and then later the rollout of 5G. So, this is one of my recommendations and suggestions to the government of India.
There's a whole conversation about boycotting Chinese products is concerned, which is really happening right now. Do you think if we sort of give this blow to China as far as trade is concerned, as far as Chinese goods are concerned, and I'm not saying again to the boycott Chinese goods level, I'm really talking about from the point of view we're reading about many contracts being cancelled, many states wanting to renegotiate their contracts and saying, no, we do not want to work with China. Do you think China is going to be deterred by these actions?
Absolutely. I mean, the point you're making that the economy is critical is very important and is absolutely right. That is why I made this suggestion earlier that we should not permit Chinese firms to participate in our 5G trials and rollout because it will hit them in the pocket where it hurts. On as far as the boycott of Chinese goods is concerned, let me put it this way: that it may be difficult for the government of India to take such a position because of our membership of WTO and our commitments at an international level. But also, let me put it this way: that if the people of India decide that they will not buy many Chinese products, I think it will impact the Chinese economy, it will hurt them. And I think that the people of India are wise enough to take a decision on this basis. I can share with you that last month I had to buy a new mobile phone, and I insisted on buying a Samsung phone rather than a Vivo, Oppo, or a Xiaomi. So I think the people of India have the wisdom to take a decision on this, and we should not expect the government of India to be doing everything. I believe that the people can also take a very important role in sending a strong message to China.